Siouxsie and the Banshees, Spellbound, guitar tabs, and guitar lesson. I'll play all the different parts right at the beginning here. After that, I'll go back through, give the full explanation. Please hit that subscription button. That's the best way of letting me know you enjoy this video and you want to see more Siouxsie and the Banshees stuff. And now, let's get on into the lesson. Alright, standard tuning here. Get a nice little chorus effect on there, a little bit of reverb, always sounds good. And this intro and verse section, initially we'll be picking through this D minor 7 shape, and we'll fret it this way with the 5 on the A, a 3 on the D, 5 on the G, and then we want a 3 on the B. Alright, we'll just pick through that with the 5A, 3D, 5A. Okay, 5G to 3B. Alright, and then something kind of funny happens here where the bass shifts down to a C note, but the guitar kind of stays in this D sus vibe, which basically we just come off to another open D note here. Alright, and then we just hit the 3 on the B back to the open D, and then come up, hit a high E open. Alright, pick through it maybe once more with the 3B, open D, 3B. Okay, so alright, and like I said, the bass is hitting a C note there, so it might sound a little strange without the bass, but from there, we land on this B now at the 2 on the A, and with this, we want to hit that B bass note on the 2 of the A, and then we hit a 3 on that B, and then a 1, E, 3, B. Alright, this is part of a B diminished chord here. Alright, and then we kind of scale back into our D spot there with on the A string going 2, 3, 5. Alright, and you kind of want to land on that with like the ring finger there so we can fill out the chord, which is now like a D minor 11, kind of the same shape we had, but now we're going to include that 3 on the high E as well. So we got our 5A, 3 on the D, 5G, 3B, 3E. Alright, and basically we just kind of pick through it a similar way, hit the 5A, come down, hit that 5G, 3D, 5G. Alright, and then we come up and hit that 3 on the high E and the 3 on the B. Alright, so let's just try it all slowly here. Alright, now we get the big galloping acoustic riff here. And basically we're just going between a C sus 4 chord to a D sus 4 chord, and we'll make our power chord here at the 3A 5 on the D. And then it sounds cool to include this open G with it. If it's too much a hassle, it's not a huge deal, but it makes it sound a lot cooler. And then we go 6 on the B. Alright, and like I said, we're just galloping with that strum. Alright, and then we just take that shape, bump it up 2 frets. So now we got the 5, 7, open, 8. Okay, for that D sus4. And then we finish it, we drop down, hit an open G with some 6s on the B and E. Okay, part of a G minor 7. Take it down to the 5th fret with the open G for G6 sus2. And then just land on 3s for part of that G5 now. And we get a little post-chorus interlude section here. It happens twice in the song. The second time varies a little bit, but initially we just pick through this B flat chord. Pretty simple. We're just hitting the 1 on the A, 3 on the D, and then 1 on the G and the B. We just pick through it, you know, A, D, G, D, and then pick from the B string all the way back up to the A. Alright, and at this point we'll add a 3 on the B and just pick up through that. And then a 4 on the B, 1 G, 3 D. And like I said, once we see the second post-chorus, there's kind of a new little bit at the front of it where we pick through that same G-flat vibe, but we want to add a couple different notes. So we'll fret it this way, where we'll be at 3 on the D, hit the 5G, 3D, and then we'll come up, hit a 3B, 5G, 3D, and then come on up, hit the 3 on the high E, 3B, 5G, 3D. And then just pick through the 3B, 5G. So just kind of going through that whole chord, picking up through it, back through the middle. Alright, and then after that, we do that first post-chorus. Just kind of the same deal. And the bridge section, the drums come in real big and all that, and we're just kind of doing this descending arpeggiation here throughout some chords. Starts at this D7 vibe here with the 5 on the G and the E with the 3B, and we just pick the E, B, G string up through it a couple times. And then just kind of hit that 5 on the high E one last time. And we kind of want to just get that same picking throughout these chords. Alright, and then we move to just 3s on the B and E, keep that 5G, pick it the same way. So a little C sus there to a B minor flat 6 here with a 3 on the E, B, 4 on the G. And then back to our first chord, the D7 there, with the 5s and the 3. Alright, and then we'll essentially loop this whole thing over again up until, you know, that final D7. We don't go back to the D7. We pick through the D7, C to the B minor. And instead of going back to our D7, we just land on 3s for a G minor here. Alright, that's the end of the second time through. And we get a little bit of a lead thing that happens in the final chorus. Nothing too wild. We'll come up here, do a 10 on the D, open G, 10D, open G again. Alright, move over, we hit a 7G to open D a couple times. Drop down, hit an 8 on the B to open G a couple times. And then we finish by doing 6B, 8E, 5B, 8E. And for the outro chorus, there's a slight little variance that happens. The first two chords stay the same, are C to D. Alright, same deal there. But at the end, we do this chromatic thing where we take that similar shape that we had, where we do the open G and then, you know, the B and E string together. But here we start at 8s on the B and E, and we just hit it once, go to 7s, then 6s. Alright, and we just repeat that for the outro.